All right, so we're going to go ahead and kick it off with D tackles. Devin, going to kick it off.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of people are going to gravitate to some of the bigger names in this class. A couple of them down at the Senior Bowl, one being obviously Jordan Davis. I know a lot of people are going to gravitate towards his name and how dominant he is and, how athletic he is for his size, like 6'6", 320, and can move all over the field. His teammate, Deontay Wyatt as well. He's also really talented on that Georgia team. And then one in particular that I like that, is from the Power 5 school, for Darian Mathis from Alabama. I think he has a pretty nice skill set, tools, uses, his strength in upper body and lower half as well to disengage blocks. But I kind of wanted to take the time to talk about some guys that people may not know already or may not be on people's radar. And one guy in particular down at the Senior Bowl had a really, really solid Senior Bowl, and played for a team that wasn't necessarily the greatest, but he still made plays, and that's Travis Jones, the defensive tackle out of UConn. He has a terrific skill set. He was able to penetrate gaps, be able to kind of be a finesse player where he's stacking and shedding blocks, being able to create penetration in the backfield. And he was like one of the lone bright spots on that UConn team. He consistently made plays. He has some really good tape against Clemson this season. And that really carried over into the Senior Bowl. He did much of the same, winning in the pass rush drills, being able to affect the team drills as well by getting in the backfield and once again making plays. So I think he's going to be one of those value guys, on day two, probably mid to late day two, where around probably the third round, you're going to see his name come off the board, and people are going to be surprised at what he does. But I expect him to test well when it comes to the combine and showcase more of that skill set. So he's the one guy that I think he's kind of, I don't want to say fly under the radar, but I think people should get to know because, he's going to be really, really talented. A few more names I want to drop here that aren't necessarily big names, but guys that I've liked through this process. Devin Jackson from Air Force. He also was someone that intrigued me, can make plays from the 3 and 5 technique. Kind of plays kind of a versatile role. I do think he's going to have to gain a little bit of weight. He played at 285 at Air Force and probably needs to get closer to that 300 mark.
We got weight limits over there.
yeah. So but it was still impressive. Even at his size, he still was able to make plays, be very athletic in between the tackles. Being able to get around blocks, splitting double teams. So I think he's going to be someone to watch. Not necessarily. He may not get drafted. He may be at 7th round or UDFA, but I think he can stick around, kind of with his work ethic and just how well he's able to get off the ball and make plays in the backfield. So I think he's someone to watch, in the later stages. And then someone also watch on day 3 of the draft, Talon Humphrey from Louisiana. He's a monster. I think he's like 330 pounds. He played at that and down at the Shrine Bowl. He was just eating up blocks and eating up, space in the interior. And I think he's going to be a true nose tackle as it relates to the NFL draft. I think you're going to see teams, take that day 3 pick on him and utilize him, especially in those short yardage situations, and be able to truly affect the game in the run game specifically. Do think he needs to continue to work on his pass rush and pass rush motor, but I think immediately he's at least a 2-down player that you can rotate in and out and be effective.
Excellent. Yeah, it's exciting about those smaller school guys where they go over there for an opportunity, right? But also, a lot of people think that, there's no way that, someone from UConn make it to NFL. But we've seen big names come from UConn. We've seen names come from a Air Force Academy now that they're more so able to get waivers to go into the NFL, right? So, I don't know. A lot of people don't remember the name. Was it Byron Fisher, I think it was. Back in the early 2000s, played for the Seattle Seahawks. So I'll be very, very excited for those young men entering draft day. And the good news is the smaller schools, you know, they may not come from a UGA, they may not come from an Alabama, but you can get first round talent, you know, in the 4th round. It happens all the time.
Turn 100 for the touchdown, King Crown, gain inside, leading your town, hit you faster than the sound, bad boy, throw it down, yeah, I'm ill, not my will, don't cop a fill the house, listen to the roaring crowd, drop a light, calm it down, Heisman, all the haters mouth, superhero hit them, wow, packing more action than bing, boom, bam, pow, touchdown for the win, we live, subscribe right now.